Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to the Mountain Valley Farm. Day 2. It's a beautiful day. Yesterday was kind of a big day on the farm. Um, we worked till pretty late, and I got those fields down at the bottom of the farm all cleared up. Well, cleared up. I cut down the trees. Then I came up here and, yeah, just sort of decided I needed a big grass field if I'm going to have cows up here. So it's a bit of a mess. But all these trees represent money, and right now, money is what we need. As you can see, we're down to $13,700. We spent $1,000 on a chainsaw, and our loan payment came out at midnight, so that was just under $300. Not a lot of money when you're looking at what I need to do next, which is get rid of all these logs. To do that job, I'm going to need a tractor. I'm going to need a front loader. I'm going to need a trailer to cart this stuff off with. And I'm going to need some logging forks. And yeah, we can get going on that. So I think what I need to do is get a little bit more money before I even go to the store. So let's check the weather. So it's still 0 degrees with 4 degrees ground temperature. So our little friend over on field 2 who needs potatoes planted, that's not going to happen today. Actually, at 0 degrees, nothing's going to happen right now. So, okay. Oh, well, 7:51. Let's go to the store and get ourselves a tractor and see if we can get ourselves equipped with some front forks and, yeah, the basics. So in terms of tractors, there's options. The in-game tractors are all way too expensive. 45,000 is the cheapest thing we can get in a Hurleyman, and that doesn't even include the front bucket yet. So we're just gonna glance right over all the stuff that's normal in the game. We're gonna have to go to the used tractor market. So, I'd like to get one of these case tractors, the 1455 XL. It's 145 horsepower, which means it'll pull it'll pull a good sized seeder. It's excellent for plowing. We can get a lot of use out of something like this. But 92,000, that's for the 12. Like if you go into the options, that's for the 1255 model, and that's only 125 horsepower. When you start adding stuff like the bigger motor, that's $10,000. You put on a front loader, that's another $800. I'm already up to $102,000, and that's not going to happen. So the other option is the 644. So it's 85 horsepower. Basically it's this particular mod is a mirror of the UTB mod. But I kind of appreciate this one more. Gives you more options like beacon lights, and there's two different kinds of cabs you can eventually get for it. This is a good cab for winter work and for rain because it's completely enclosed. This cab has, you can see it here. It has sort of the front window that pops up, and it's a bit more of a rudimentary cab. We can't afford cabs right now. That's just not going to happen. Um, we do need front hydraulic. That's $2,200, and it's not necessary right now because what we need right now is front forks to be able to lift logs. So we're going to get it. We're going to spend $1,000, and the only option we're getting on this is the front loader attacher. And that's $7,000. Boom, out the window. Now, with that, we're going to need some forks, some front forks. The in-game ones we can afford $5,400. That's not bad. I find they look a little bit bulky on that, and I really like these MX ones. They're a bit more modern. Don't know if that will suit the case tractor though. This is the front fork, so this is the log fork that I like the most. Dual log forks, and it has straps built into it. So if you wanted to use this and use ratchet straps or packing straps to pick up other kind of things, you can do that with this. Maybe not realistic, but I can imagine a farmer who's just starting out not buying pallet forks and not buying a whole bunch of other specialized equipment that is unnecessary and finding the one tool that kind of does it all. So I'm definitely getting these, but if I lease them, they're 80 bucks an hour. 80 bucks to sign the contract, 80 bucks an hour, and then $16 a day just to keep them in storage. I have a feeling that like that means that basically I have to use it for 10 hours. Well, no, I have to use it for almost 20 hours before that becomes not cost effective. Now I can buy them, use them, and then sell them back and make a lot of money back on that. So what I think I'm going to sort of use as a guideline is if I'm going to use it for more than 5 hours, it's probably worth buying it. Because I'm running the repair mod also, so I can repair those and make them look all shiny and new and sell them back to somebody else. Which leaves me with $4,672. Ooh, that's getting tight, isn't it? So we need front. Oh, we can't make it. Okay. Well, it looks like I blew the math on that. So we are going to have to lease these lease the front, or should I get a loan? No, I don't want to get a loan. I don't want to get any more in the hole right now. If I have to, I will, but not right now. So I'm going to lease these, only for a couple of hours. It's going to cost me $500 or $1,000 to do a little bit of work with these and to eventually put all that onto a trailer and to be able to make some money back. So those are leased. Did I lease them? Hang on a second. Are they out there? Yep, they're out there. Okay, good. Finally, so we have the front forks, we have that. We need a weight. We need a weight. So in my weights, we have the barrel for $250. Very good weight. We have this one, which goes up to 1,000 pounds. The barrel only goes to, I think it's 500. Yeah, it is 550 pounds. So this one goes to 1,000 pounds. We're going to be lifting some fairly large trees. So I feel like we need something like this. Like I wouldn't go crazy and get the SOB weight or anything like that, but I need to be able to lift some trees. So yeah, 1,000 kilograms should do me. So we're going to make that one case red. No, we're just going to make it black. And we're going to buy that. Yes. All good. Brilliant. Now, finally, we need to be able to get all those logs down to the lumber yard, and with that, we can sort of go sort of half-assed and cut everything up and to throw it into one of these trailers. But at $9,000, I mean, no, this is my favorite trailer. This one gives you the most flexibility. It's a high trailer, it's a low trailer. You can fold down the sides, gives you high sides, and that gives you 15,000 liters of capability. But I can't afford that right now. That's a nice pipe dream, but that's not going to happen. So I have another trailer that I generally use for these jobs, and that's in the forestry equipment section. We're eventually going to have to rent one of these to get our trees back in the ground. Now I can drag the trees out of there with this grapple, but I think I'm with now that I've got now that I'm all sorted with the front forks, I think I'm going to leave that alone. If we do any more forestry in the deep woods, we'll get that one. So this is the logging trailer I have here. It's nice. You can get in a 16 footer. I think it's 16 footer or 22 footer. Um, Gives you the ability with the logs in this game the longer the log, the more you own. And I'm not sure what the mythical calculation is. I think it's 8 meters and more it gets better. But that's sort of the general rule of thumb to follow is don't get yourself in a situation where you're delivering short logs. So it has all sorts of options on it. It has design, premium design or not so premium. I think the only difference between premium and not premium is that there's a front protective grate on the front of it. We're just going to drive carefully and go with the standard one. Um, we're not going to go too crazy with this because our tractor's not massive, so we are not going to go and load it up uh, too high. So I think that'll be enough. Now, we're going to lease this one, mostly because we can't afford to buy it. So that gives us a trailer to be able to do that with. Yes. Beautiful. Okay, let's go see what we came out of this with. So this is the trailer I'm talking about. It's a very simple, sides. It does have the straps built into it, so to secure your load. Nice, simple, easy to get along with tractor. This is the weight here. This weight, you can add and subtract weights to it. So standard stole. And this is my baby. This little tractor here is an absolute joy to use. It is mostly because I have fond memories of my uncle's farm, my Uncle Romeo's farm in Quebec, where they were using international tractors. I like this tractor. It has a few glitches and a few weirdnesses to it as a mod, but overwhelmingly, I'm a huge fan of it. And there's not a whole lot to it. You can even tell with it doesn't even have a cab right now. I mean, we'll be able to add a cab. When the weather turns bad, we'll be able to add a cab. For now, we're just going to wear our rain gear and we'll be fine. So it's a nice little tractor, and the thing that I love the most about it is the sound. That's a pretty good little tractor. I like that. Okay, so I feel like this tractor is really loud right now. So I'm going to... Nope, not here. That's the neighbor's field. The first thing I need to try to see is this weight going to do for what we need to do with it? So right now my first priority is to load this trailer up, get it to the lumberyard, because right now we're on the clock with a couple of our pieces of equipment, and we need to make sure that we can get them bought instead of rented. Okay, So that should be enough to fill that trailer easily. Let's see what we can make out of that. Not sure if this one's going to make any money, but whatever. It's, the pointy end usually doesn't get counted for much. If we get when we get the totals, if we see a low number, I know who to blame. I'm just going to leave some of the stubby ends here because I'm more interested in these big guys for now. I want to get the big logs to the mill as soon as possible, get ourselves some money, and see if we can stop the lease on a few things. Because I have a feeling like this is going to be a 2-day job. Now, there's a lot of logs down here, but there's also the logs at the other end of this field. And there's the massive cut that I made up at the top of the hill. So this will be a while. But these logs are pretty much money in the bank. Okay, and with that, we're off. So this is not a bad load. Let's see what we can expect from this little operation we've got going on. Again, what we're shooting for is we've got cost of buying cows coming very soon, which is $5,000 per cow. And we're going to need to feed them. And even buying in 8 bales of hay at a time and 8 bales of straw, I believe is going to cost us $5,000 for the hay and $3,000 for the straw. And silage is going to be close to $15,000 for 8 bales. So that we'll have to do the math on to see if the percentages of feeding them the power food to get the last few percentages of productivity is going to be worth it. And again, grass, we're not going to get any grass for a long time, so we may end up having to buy that too. So we got a full load of logs. I know we can get at least 4 or 5 more loads out of this bottom field. And then we got the whole top field to get rid of us also. So if we could get, you know, 20,000 for a trailer, I don't know. Is that even possible? These are big logs. Maybe 10,000 per trailer. I mean, that's $100,000. If we can get rid of all the logs that we have, that'll be $100,000, and we'll be well on our way. We can either pay back the entire loan, or we can, which we're not, or we can begin to invest in our animals and begin to invest in the equipment it's going to take also to feed them. So let's see what we have here. That looks like it may be a grain sell point. Ah, here they are. So I'm expecting that they're going to want us to put it over there somewhere. I'm hoping that the guys, yeah, they unloaded them for us. Good. Take our straps off, and they're gone. Look at that. That trailer was worth almost $12,000 for a single trailer of logs. So the real trick there is to keep them long and to keep them thick also. I'm not sure what the algorithm is for in terms of how they calculate these things, but the thicker part of the tree is worth more, and the longer you can make the logs, the better. So let's go back to that field and get another load, and yeah, we can, once we have some money, we can have another conversation about what to do about cows.